Hello everybody, how's it going? Over the past month or so I've been able to acquire some more records, so I thought I'd come on here and make a quick video of my recent vinyl finds, and I got a couple other extras at the end that I'll show too that are not records, but something that might be of interest to you guys. So the first record that I'm going to show is the newest release of the Oak Ridge Boys. I'm a pretty big Oak Ridge Boys fan, so when I saw this I had to pick it up. I did get the CD, but then I found out that it was actually released on vinyl too, but it's exclusive only through the Cracker Barrel store, which was kind of interesting. I didn't know they sold records, but this one just came out this year, and it is a gospel album. And it's just on your standard black vinyl, but the next one, this is a reissue of the John Fogerty Center Field album. I noticed that here's the hype sticker that was on the shrink wrap. The Pledge Music store, they were having a reissue of this album, and they were having a special edition of green vinyl, which I thought looked really cool in the pictures that I saw. So I wanted to pre-order that. It was quite a while coming, and I was waiting a long time for this to come. And then finally I got a notification that it was shipped. A little while later it showed up at my door. I thought, oh, this is going to be so cool to pull this out and see the green vinyl. And I pull it out. Oh, it's on black vinyl. So I paid for the exclusive green vinyl, and I got shipped the black vinyl. So of course I emailed the company and told them that there was a mix-up. I know of some other people that had the same issue. And apparently there was some mix-up with the distributor or something. They shipped the wrong batch to the store or whatever, and they just slapped our names on them and shipped them out. So I'm hoping that they'll get back to me. They said they'd get back to me and correct the issue, so we'll see if that actually happens. But there's the gatefold, which is actually kind of cool. It's got a cool baseball field there. It's a really good album. It sounds good. I just kind of wish I would have got the album that I paid for. Plus it's got this nice dinged corner here, which is another issue. But I'm not sending it back until I get the right one. And recently I purchased my tickets for the Fest for Beatles Fans in Chicago, which is coming up in August. I was looking over the guest list, and I decided I wanted to have some things signed. So there were some records that I didn't have that I would like to have had signed. I actually do have this album already, but I bought another copy of John Lennon and Yoko Ono's Double Fantasy. Found this one in really good condition. The producer, Jack Douglas, producer of this album, is going to be there, so I thought I'd have him sign this on the Geffen label. And another guest that's going to be there is Billy J. Kramer, so I found this, the best of Billy J. Kramer with the Dakotas. I think this is a 1979 release. This is on a light blue Capitol label. And also Peter Asher is going to be there. I found this best of Peter and Gordon. And this is on the Capitol Starline label. I'm hoping they'll sign these anyway. If not, well, I got some nice albums to listen to anyway. And also Jeremy Clyde is going to be there. It'll actually be Peter and Jeremy performing. So I'll get his autograph here, hopefully. And the best of Chad and Jeremy. It's loaded with hits. And this has got the original Capitol inner sleeve. Some Beatles albums there. And this also is on the Starline label. And then this past weekend I was out shopping and we went to Barnes & Noble. I had a couple 20% off coupons, so I figured I'm picking up a couple records. Well, I got to the store and then I found out that all the vinyl in the store was 10% off above that. Plus I have Barnes & Noble membership card, which gives me another 10%, so I picked up a couple things. The first one I got is the Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. This is a reissue. It says 2018, so this just came out this year. I'll show you the label here on the Capitol label. This is one of my favorite albums of his, so I was glad to pick this one up. I never had this one on vinyl before. So, one I've been looking at quite a few times when I go to Barnes & Noble. I just keep passing it up, but with all the sales and everything, I decided to pick it up this time. It's the very best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. It's a double LP set. I'll show you the one insert here. Just got some pictures of the guys there. A little essay here by Anthony DeCurtis. Like I said, it's a double LP set. I'll just show you the one here. Actually, let me show you the other one. So they got the cool Capitol swirl labels there. One thing I noticed when I pulled these records out to look at them, you know, it's a brand new record, it's sealed, never been played. I looked kind of at it in the light, I could see some little pitting and things on some of the tracks, which made me kind of leery. And then I noticed on, I don't know if it'll come across, but there's this big chunk taken out of the edge of the record here. Brand new album, and it's chipped like that. I was thinking of possibly returning it to the store. Then after some looking online, I found out that that's more of a hassle than it's worth, really. So I decided to play the records. I didn't notice any noise on any of the tracks or anything, so all those few little pits and stuff on there, that doesn't have any effect on the play. And the little chip on the edge there, it's not even on part of the track, so I'll live with it. It's not a big deal. It's just too bad you can't get nice pristine records anymore. The next thing I got at Barnes & Noble, this was a Barnes & Noble exclusive. You probably won't be able to read that. This is a Sun Records box set put out by Jack White's Third Man Records. And this has got a bunch of, I think there's 6 45s in here. The top just lifts off. And then we got all the Sun 45s. And the first one we have is by the Prisonaires. Next here we have Bearcat by Rufus Thomas Jr. Walking in the Rain. And next we have an Elvis, That's When Your Heartache Begins, and My Happiness. We have Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line, and Get Rhythm. And Earl Peterson, Boogie Blues, and In the Dark. Not too familiar with that one. So, and lastly we have Roy Orbison, Go Go Go, and Ooby Dooby. One thing that's interesting about Jack White's releases, from the ones that I've seen anyway, usually somewhere in the dead wax he's got something written in there. You probably won't be able to see it, but every side has something etched in there. Like let's see here, Ooby Dooby says 5 descending bass notes. It's written in there, so each one's got something written on there, which is kind of cool. And then the last thing I picked up at the record store, I thought I had ordered this online. I was pretty positive that I had got an email that said it was shipped, but I haven't seen it. It was released about a week and a half ago or so, and I just haven't gotten it. And so I saw it at the record store and I picked it up. So if I actually do end up getting one in the mail, I'll just leave it sealed or gift it to somebody or something. But for the 50th anniversary of the Yellow Submarine, I got the Yellow Submarine picture disc. You've probably seen these 100 times on YouTube already. It's got the limited edition sticker there. On the back it says Made in the Czech Republic. Of course, this is the Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby single. So when you pull it out, you got the porthole here. And it's nice that it comes in this plastic protective sleeve. So on one side you got the Yellow Submarine, and on the other side is the 4 Beatles in cartoon form. And looking on the edge here, it does say 2015, so these are the 2015 remastered versions, remixed, whatever. So it was nice to finally add that to my collection. And then a couple other things going along with the 50th anniversary of Yellow Submarine. I picked up this Yellow Submarine 50th anniversary book. It's a hardcover book. You'd think I got this for my 3-year-old son, but actually I'll probably keep it for myself. So yeah, it just basically tells a shortened version of the film. If you see this anywhere, it's actually not real expensive either. It's right around $10 or something like that. But yeah, it's basically the condensed version of the film. Love is all you need. And then to go along with that, there's also this Yellow Submarine Panorama Pops book, the 50th anniversary there. Let's see, there you go. It comes in this heavy cardboard slipcase, and just like it says, it's a kind of a pop-up book. Kind of got the 3D effect going there. And you flip it over, and then it's more of a book on the other side with Ringo, George, Paul, and John. Or if you want to, you can pull the whole thing out and look at it this way. And there's also to celebrate the 50th anniversary, there's a Yellow Submarine graphic novel coming out too, I saw, which looks really interesting. I think that's being released in August 28th, something like that. So I look forward to seeing what that looks like. But anyway, that's all my pickups for the last month or so, so I hope you guys had enjoyed what you saw. and stay tuned for more videos to come. Thanks for watching.